Assalamualaikum everyone, this is 𝗵𝗲𝗱, Education Council at Leaders Foreign Education Consultant Faisalabad. As we told you yesterday that we are coming live today and we will talk about overseas education, especially UK. So we have today with us Sir Agha.
Hi, this is 𝗵𝗲𝗱 International Consultant. So I'm here to answer your all queries. So you can ask any question. I'm here.
Sir Agha, first of all, thank you so much for giving your time. And as we know that you are an international consultant, so would you like to share your journey with us?
Sure. I start my journey from the platform of BBC, British Broadcasting Corporations. And then I turned international consultant, and I've been working with a lot of UK institutions as a country manager. So I've been managing, the placement of the students, scholarship, and all other services.
Sir, basically the purpose of coming live today is to answer the questions.
Yes, I'm here. You can ask any question.
We have some questions relevant to the study, especially in UK, that why students should go in a UK.
Yeah.
So we have some frequent questions, but before going into detail, I would like to ask you that which is your favorite destination for studies?
In fact, my favorite destination is UK because it is internationally recognized and a really strong education. So I prefer UK.
Okay. My first question is that why a student should go UK for the studies?
In fact, if the students go to UK, first of all, they will get international education, and after having completed their education, they'll get a post-study work permit, and they can be settled over there very easily.
So you mean the student has more opportunities?
More opportunity in UK, definitely, obviously.
As comparative to other
countries, yes.
Okay, so is it easy to get a visa for UK?
If the students complete all the requirements, so visa is no problem then.
Okay. Basically, we will ask the frequent questions with Sir Agha, and you can also send me your questions, and I will try to add your questions as well. The second most question which are being asked by the students and which are sent to us is the average tuition fee.
Every tuition fee you can say from £10,000 to £20,000.
For the undergraduate, right?
For undergraduate, and in some university it is 16 to 25,000 pounds for the master program.
So, sir, as you know, the currency rate of Pakistan, and then we compare it to the pounds, then it is very, it is not manageable by many students.
There's a huge difference between the currencies.
Yes. So students ask for the scholarship. So what do you think?
If they are eligible, there are a lot of scholarship. So we can even provide the service if the student, with all the requirement for scholarship.
Okay. One frequent question is that any student can get a full scholarship, fully funded scholarship?
Yes, there is Commonwealth scholarships offered by British Council. They can get.
So when should a student start his processing if he wants to go for a fully funded scholarship?
So minimum 6 to 8 months before the intake.
Okay. So this was the question relevant to the scholarships. Sir, what are the, now we were talking about the scholarship and the fee. So the next question is about requirements. As you know that English is not our native language, so the students get a very difficulty in it.
But for scholarship, IELTS is very important in some other examination like SAT, sometimes, some others university-oriented program and test visa required for getting, scholarship.
So English requirements, when we think about English requirements, students just know about IELTS. So what do you think? What are the other alternatives?
That is TOEFL, PTE, and some other.
And what is the easiest one?
Easiest ones I suggest IELTS. Sometimes people take PTE, but they don't know the process of the PTE, so it's a bit difficult.
Sir, if I add in it, there is also a test Duolingo.
That's for Canada, in fact.
Okay.
Some universities accept and some universities don't accept that.
Okay. Some universities also offer internal tests. What are your opinion on it?
Yes, that's good. But these are like, IELTS. Student must have very good English for internal tests.
Okay. But if we compare IELTS with the internal test, which is the easiest one? Because
internal test is a bit easier than IELTS because IELTS is a complete test.
Okay. And it also
It's time-taking
and costly.
Cost, yeah, exactly.
Do we have questions about anything till then? Do we have any question about it? Okay. Sir, we talked about English requirements. So please tell me about IELTS waiver is possible?
Pardon, you want to exam from the IELTS?
Yes. I want.
It's possible in some university, but not commonly.
So what are the conditions if we want IELTS waiver?
If you want exemptions from the IELTS, the student must have completed 16 years in English medium studies.
Okay, English medium. There is also a rule that if you complete your studies, 16 years education.
So you must have certificate from the institutions that shows the student has completed 16 years in English medium studies.
Then IELTS waiver is possible.
Then they can be exempted from the IELTS.
So sir, we talked about mainly the frequent questions sent by the student.
Yes.
I also have some questions for you.
Yes, I'm here to tell you everything, so don't worry.
Thank you, sir. Basically, I want to know about the good universities in UK.
There are so many good universities, but it refers Oxford, Cambridge, University of London, its oldest university, University of Birmingham, University of Manchester, and some universities, Scotland. These are well-known universities of the world.
Okay, sir. When we say good universities, are they good on the pocket as well?
It depends. Sometimes it depends, place to place. UK is, consists of the 4 provinces, so we can't specify at one university.
Okay. What if the student has low budget and he wants to go to the UK?
There are some cheapest university in UK as compared to other market. So I suggest Chester University a bit cheaper.
Okay. And the criteria is tough or not?
Criteria is normal, not very tough, not very lenient.
Okay. So, sir, basically, many students who go there or for the higher studies or for the overseas education, the main purpose is to get PR.
Yes, after having completed their degree, they can get easily post-study work permit. After, investing their 2-3 years, they can apply for PR. It's easy for the students who got degree from the UK.
Okay. And what about the part-time job?
Part-time job is allowed 20 hours per week.
Yes, exactly, 20 hours.
And that is legal.
Okay. And sir, if a student has a budget around 14 to 15 lakh, so because the initial budget any student can have is 14 to 15 lakh average. So what do you suggest? What a student should do in that circumstances?
You should, search for the relevant university. There are some universities that can be managed. It's not very hard. It can be managed in this budget.
Okay. Would you like to tell our students about your favorite university or where you recommend that the student should go, other than Chester?
That is City London University. So student can be accommodated over there. And there's one more university, Wolverhampton, University of Wolverhampton.
Okay.
So where the budget can be managed.
Where the budget can be managed, so
yes.
It's not a problem.
Not a problem, yes.
Okay. I have one more more question.
Sure.
The question is about the foundation year, because the students has no idea about it and they are worried with that.
So let me tell you about the foundation year. In fact, the students who don't, fulfill the criteria, they need 1 year foundation course. In foundation course, they study English language and some other subjects, and after having completed, they start, the proper degree program.
So, sir, tell me what are basically the purpose of foundation year? Tell our students what is the purpose.
In fact, foundation year is a bridge over the gap. The gap, if they are short of some requirements, they should bridge the gap. So this can bridge the gap, and they can start their degree in many universities after having completed the foundation course.
Okay, as we're talking about the foundation year and other requirements, there is one more thing that I want to ask you. You told me about the levels. So would you like to tell our students about
Yes, sure. In fact, in Britain, in UK, there's other route for the student, that is level. So I'll start from very beginnings. That is level 2, that's equal to O level. And then level 3 is equal to A level. O and A level, that is university entry, education. Then level
the inter basically.
Inter basically level 3. Then come level 5. So level 5 is equal to HND, that is High National Diploma, and it's equal to the 3rd year. Student can start his degree from the 3rd year of the degree. In Britain, there's a 3 years, mostly 3 years program, so he can be exempted from the first 2 years. So he can save his money, and he can go there, and just within 1 year he can complete his degree. Then comes level 6. It's equal to complete bachelor degree, bachelor honor degree. Then comes level 7. Level 7 is equal to postgraduate diploma, and student can start after level 7 master degree, maybe MBA or MS program. So these levels are being offered by 𝗬𝗍𝗄, that is the well-recognized institutions and organization in UK. They offer different diploma from level 2 to level 8.
Okay, so basically, sir told us about the levels. I would like to tell you about the purpose of level. If you are a student and you want to go for the studies, but you don't have the relevant education for that. For instance, if you want to go for the bachelor and you don't have the relevant education. For instance, if someone has done education in Urdu, so basically it would be difficult for him to go overseas for the overseas education. So the purpose of these levels is to make you prepare for your main courses so that you can go from this way. Right,
it's
sir?
sport to get to place the students.
Exactly.
And to, as you can say, a bit shortcut.
Okay. So basically, we talked about the average universities, we talked about the scholarship, we talked about the requirements, IELTS waiver is also possible, we have some alternatives that if you don't want to give IELTS, there are other options as well. Then we talked about the part-time job. Sir, is it easy for the student to get a part-time job there?
It's no problems. They can get easily. If the students are relevant to IT, so sometimes there is a freelancer program, and some other programs are there, they can get easily a part-time job.
Okay, you also told us about the good universities.
Yes.
The Chester, the Manchester.
Yes.
Sir, tell us about the Glasgow Caledonian University.
That's good university. In fact, they offer a big scholarship, that is welcome scholarship for everyone. Okay, and with respect to budget, it's good university. Student can be accommodated. I think it is £11,000, and it is cheaper in UK market.
Sir, any student can get a scholarship?
It is welcome scholarship for everyone. That is £1,600.
Okay. Sir, before going into the question answers, we have some questions sent us by the students in the live session.
Sure.
I would like to tell our students anything you want to say for a student who is going UK for the studies.
I'll ask them about the requirement. They should concentrate in English language and they should get ready themselves for IELTS or any other English program, and we are here to prepare them for IELTS. It's not a problem. They are just afraid of IELTS. It is nothing. If you got a good guidance, you can secure very good bands.
Okay, talking about IELTS, sir basically has experience of 25 years. He has been into many countries and he has very good accent as well. He also teaches IELTS classes and the language. So tell us something about it so that the student can know about it.
Okay, about IELTS.
Yes, about your experience.
About my experience, so let's start with Azerbaijan. I've been teaching in Azerbaijan as a teacher, English trainer, IELTS trainers. Then I've been to many Russian states. So because in fact the Russian people are crazy for the English, their native language is Russian. So it's a big problem for them to learn English. I've been to Azerbaijan, Ukraine, then I've been to Dushanbe, capital city of Tajikistan, then I've been to Kyrgyzstan. So in many different states I've been to for teaching program. I've been teaching there and I got experience with international teacher from USA and UK, and this was my journey in IELTS teaching and English teaching. So my experience, I got the international exposure. So it's very easy for me to make the student understand everything.
So if a student is coming for IELTS to lead us under your guidance,
yes.
So what duration would you recommend?
I recommend for good students just 2 months, and if the students are a bit unaware, then we can place him in pre-IELTS program. That's 3 weeks. After 3 weeks, he can start his IELTS.
So basically our today's session is relevant to the UK. So I would like to connect these two with the according to the situation. So what is the minimum IELTS requirement for the UK?
Minimum 6.
And is it easy to...
It's very easy. My matric students scored 6 once.
Sir, we also have some questions during our live session. Basically, Rahat Ali saying Assalamualaikum, I need some information to Canada. Rahat, basically we will answer the questions relevant to the Canada. We will cover all these countries one by one.
Next time.
Today we have questions relevant to the UK only, because we will cover all these countries one by one. Hi sir, I want to know about foundation year. We basically told about foundation year. Is there anything you want to add about foundation year, sir?
Foundation year is very important. If student, student will learn more and he can, get his achievements and will be able to even take very good part-time job after completing foundation course.
Foundation courses is for what students can go? Who students go for the foundation years?
The students who don't have the proper requirement. Sometimes students got just 5 band. For the 5 band they need foundation. Sometimes their educational performance is not up to the mark. Then they will have to take foundation course.
And when can students go for foundation year? After their matric, enter, or what?
Some universities offer after matriculation, but I suggest don't go after matriculation. After inter, if they don't have good grades, they must take foundation course.
Okay. So basically, sir is telling us that if you want to go for foundation year, you must go after your inter.
Inter, yeah. After 12-year education.
After 12-year education.
In any subject.
Okay. Next question is, my qualification is BSc Civil and I am going to Canada. So please tell me best information. Rahat, please stay tuned with us. The next session will be relevant to the study in Canada, where we will answer all your questions about it. But we can guide him a little bit about it, sir, about the Canada, if any student wants to go there.
We can guide, but today the session is about UK. Maybe other students can be disturbed.
Okay. So basically, the next session will be about the Canada, and you will get your answers about it. Any other question relevant to the Canada? I want to go to Canada. I need some information. So, what do you know about the living expenses in Canada?
Living expenses in Canada, I can tell you average 250 to 350 Canadian dollar minimum.
No, I'm asking about UK.
UK. So same goes 80 per week, and per month it is 320.
It is also a fact that if you stay in the main cities, it will be more costly and expensive. For
That depends location to location.
Okay. I want to know about pathway system in UK. Sir, the question is about pathway program.
Pathway, in fact, pathway, your foundation and your path. Other pathway is level.
Okay. Pathway is basically foundation. You told us in detail about the foundation.
It's that to reach to the proper degree.
Oh, okay. And when will the student go for the pathways? Before bachelor's or before the master's?
For both of program, if the students don't have the proper requirement, you can take the pathway.
Sir, UK also offer dual degree programs.
Dual degree, yes. In some discipline, they offer dual degree program. For example, in tourism and in hotel management and culture program, they got a dual degree. Sometime in the business education, student has to move, some other destinations to complete their degree. And to sandwich that degree. Sandwich means between the degree, During the degree, if he leaves the place, that's a sandwich program.
So there is also a concept of pre-English courses.
That is sometimes students got 5.5. So they take, a short course of English, right? And plus degree. After completing short course, they start their degree.
And what is the duration of these courses? Average?
They start from the 6 weeks to 8 weeks or 10 weeks.
Okay, we have one more question. Ma'am, can you please guide me related to UK? I want to pursue my study in abroad. Basically, we are talking, the whole session is about UK. We have answered many questions. So I think you came late and you joined late. So you can... we will save this session and you can go for the all the information and we have provided. But right now we are talking about the UK, the study abroad, especially UK. So we were, sir, we were talking about the average tuition fee, the scholarship, the requirements. Is there anything you want to add more? The intakes are very important. So if the student wants to go for September intake, when the student should start for it?
June.
June.
They should start the process. It's time requiring process.
And when the offer letter comes, if a student replies?
It takes 30 days.
30 days.
Maximum 30 days.
Okay. And what is the visa processing for UK?
For the visa processing, students will complete the online applications and submit the visa fee and insurance fee, and after that the student documents, hard copies will be sent to 𝗵𝗲, and the 𝗵𝗲 will start the visa process, right? And it takes maximum 6 weeks, right? And they can get their visa after 6 weeks.
Okay, sir. As students still have questions about the study abroad and the guidance, so would you like to tell the students the steps if the student is someone new? So what would be the steps?
If someone student is new, he should choose the university and program. After that, he should apply for the admission. right? And he should complete all the requirements. And very important is IELTS. And then he will get, letter of admission, and then he will go for visa processing. It's in short, you can say.
Okay, the visa processing is difficult or not?
It's not difficult, but it advantages go to some expert for the visa processing.
The student has many misconceptions about the visa processing, that it is very tough and
It's
the
not
visa
tough.
may be rejected.
It's not tough. Requirement should be completed properly. And
So what do you suggest that if a student is new in this field or in this process, so he should go to some consultant or he should directly go for it?
oh, from the consultant you can save your time, right? But consultant should be proper.
So basically the consultant have more experience,
More experience.
and they do it. They are there to answer your questions and to guide you properly.
He can save from the wastage of time.
Sir, visa success ratio in UK.
Nowadays it will be high, I recommend, because due to the COVID, UK market couldn't make good business in education, and now they want students and revenue.
Sir, you mentioned a very important topic in it, the COVID.
Yeah.
The effect of COVID on the studies in UK. So, is there any negative impact of COVID in this?
Not nowadays. Now they want a student. They want fee. They want to, raise their revenue, because education is their industry, and that has not been working for the last 2 years.
Okay, so if the students applying, because in some countries such as Australia and Canada, you have to start your first semester online. So is there any such thing in UK as well?
Yes, that has been, but now they started, physical classes
Now the physical classes are available
from the September. Yes.
From the September intake. Okay, I think we have covered a lot of things. One important thing I want to talk about is that if any student wants to start his process by us, the Leaders Foreign Education Consultant, so and if the student is out of city or somewhere, so what do you think, how he should
Informations can be shared online. No, it's not a problem nowadays, So we can help you online.
Basically, we can help you online, but there may be some documents we will require from you, such as your updated CV, right, sir?
Yes.
Your
Cover letter,
Your
CV.
cover letter. Sir, sorry to interrupt you in this, but the students have little or no knowledge about the cover letters.
It's basically history, right from their matriculations, education till the last degree.
Okay.
And other activities other than education, we can't guide the student about the cover letter in one lecture. We'll, develop lecture about the cover letter, and student can see that.
Alicia has a question that, hello ma'am, what is the scene of classes? Are they online? Alicia, no, from September intake the classes are physical. You will have to attend the classes just like the normal, the pre-COVID scenario. So there are no more online classes as per the information right now. I want to do MSc in UK. For the masters, what is the IELTS requirement, sir?
For the master, it depends upon, discipline. It starts from the 6.5 to 7 band.
And the fee range for the masters?
16,000 to 25,000 pounds.
Sir, you told us about the fee. The question, the student asked the question, then when they will know about their scholarship? At what stage they get to know about the scholarship?
At what stage? When they start the scholarship process in June. So within 2 months will be confirmed by the scholarship agencies.
So you have to apply separately for it, or you automatically fall for the scholarship?
Some university provides scholarship directly, and some by the organization and institutions, like British Council and some other educational organization in the country. That depends. Sometimes by 𝗵𝗃𝗃, Higher Education Commission.
Sir, there are basically two types of scholarship. The scholarship through our country and the scholarship directly from the university, right?
Yes.
So
Most student prefers, not 𝗵𝗔 scholarship. They have to come back for that. So they prefer private scholarship by university.
and how much universities, how much the scholarship, the average scholarship provided to the students?
They start from the 50% to fully funded.
Okay. Is it partial or you can have you can have it at a one stage, or you can have it in the partial base?
No, it's annual based.
It's
Annual to annual.
Okay, annual based. So these were the all questions relevant to the study in UK. If you want to go for the UK, you must start your process right now. So what is the deadline?
Different university got different deadlines.
As you know that today is the end of June, we can say. So what
I think
time
so.
the student has?
Till 15 July, maybe deadlines.
The students can apply till 15 July.
15 July. Some university cannot even after July.
Okay, we have one more question. Hello sir, I have a question related to IELTS. What is the requirement for the bachelor? The requirement for bachelor is minimum 6, right sir?
Yes, it's right. It's minimum 6 man.
It's minimum 6 months,
Yes.
but there are also alternatives. We talked about that if you don't want to do IELTS, we have alternatives as well. So these were the all questions. We have covered the all questions sent to us by the students. We also talked about other things as well, which were the very frequent and the students know about it. So all the questions have been covered. But still, if you have some question, you can comment in the section, in the comment section, and we will try to answer your questions. Meanwhile, sir, how would you like to end your session, and any advice for the students? So we will wrap this out.
In fact, at the end, I will say, stay always strong, right? And IELTS no problems. Don't take it very hard. You can do that. IELTS, just a piece of cake, okay?
It's just a requirement, basically.
requirement.
We just fear about
Don't
it.
be afraid.
Don't be afraid.
It's not a rocket science.
Exactly. So today we covered about UK. Next time we will come live and we will talk about the study in Canada. We will cover all the topics relevant to the Canada. You can send your questions you want to ask in the next session as well about the Canada. You can also give us your feedback, and everything we are available here. The number has been provided on the app and on the Facebook. We are also currently active on all the social media accounts. So stay tuned with us, and thank you so much.